So yeah, so the camera just cut out, but we're back. And yeah, so I was just saying that with the fats, can't go too hard on that, but using a little bit if I feel like I need that satiation, and just kind of like getting some more lubrication in my brain and in my nervous system after a long period of just like no fat, strict cleansing out a lot of stuff. But I really like to use the vegetable juices. I like to just still stick on the fruit and use the vegetable juices, the herbal juices, the celery juice, the cilantro, and the beets. And it's still kind of cleansing, but it's more like a building kind of juices while I'm eating fruit. And then, like, you know, yeah, like I said, with the fats, with the avocado, tomato, and cucumber type salads. Otherwise, herbal teas and herbs. I feel like you probably have good experience with that. You've been on the herbs for a while with the Morse's herbs and all that. I'm just getting into that lately, the last few months, you know. So what do you like to build with?
Yeah, I've been the same way. Just a lot of green juices, a lot when I'm around my juicer. A lot of salads. You know, I just try to stick to the soft, tender, leafy greens and a few things, cukes. A lot of zoodles. I do a lot of, I don't know, I like the sea vegetables like dulse.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
Big fan of hemp seeds. Even the things that I shouldn't eat, like the roasted pistachios. I try to keep everything raw and sprouted and all that as best I can. But I'm honestly just human, and sometimes I go get the pistachios. So, you know. But so I do that. But the herbs too. Like the herbs are so good because, like I was saying the other day in a video, I think, just like they have so many minerals in them. So like most herbs are wild crafted and or organic. Most of the quality herbs. So even taking them, like, not necessarily for certain symptoms or issues is a good thing, in my opinion, because you're just getting like flooded with minerals, and you're just and just like phytonutrients and just life energy, you know. So
yeah,
the
I
herbs.
love to use the nettle herb.
Oh, nettle's great, and yeah, I actually wanted to bring up that for me, like, there's different levels of rebuilding, and for me, my process has been like, I feel like it's been very, very, very intense, because I went from being like way hardcore, super active, to getting like really sick, to not being able to do anything for 2 years and losing a lot of muscle. I went down to 115 pounds. Like I think I'm like 160 or something right now. So like I lost a lot of weight and a lot of muscle. And this whole time of like rebuilding, like just climbing at the rock climbing gym, just riding bikes, doing different, you know, just hiking, going for walks, climbing mountains, just doing I'm even skateboarding. I'm doing all these things physically and that I haven't done in a really long time, especially the skateboarding, and it's been like a process where like each like little muscle on my feet and just and on my legs even, but mostly just on my feet, have been like just like it's basically telling me like, look, be careful, because I got injured right away because I went right back to skateboarding, which I hadn't done in like 10 years, you know what I mean? And like once you lose all these muscles and stuff, it's like you can't just like go back into like really like rigorous activities, you know, like, without the. So now I stretch, and over the past 3 months, when I first started rebuilding, it was like, okay, I'm rebuilding, and each part of my, you know, each night, like I'd be sore in my feet, like, and I would just have these sensations with the tendons and the ligaments and stuff. And so I was like really learned to be really, really delicate and really careful. And so I started taking a lot of herbs internally again. And I also started drinking a lot of herbs that have a lot of silica in them, just for rebuilding tissue and stuff like that. Drinking teas of horsetail is huge, guys. Horsetail herb, it's like, it has so much silica, and it's a really ancient herb. It's, you know, it's thousands and thousands of years old, you know. So horsetail, I think, did you just mention nettle?
Yeah, nettle.
Nettle,
yeah.
Nettle's good.
That powers up, that like strengthens my blood.
Right.
I don't know, intuitively I say that, but the dark green, I could just tell from the dark green, you know, like my body loves it.
It's really good for the kidneys too. And on that line, when you're rebuilding, you should always be, you know, thinking about your kidneys in one way or the other. And since I've been rebuilding and generating a lot more acidity through just the process of moving my bones, I've been, you know, very mindful of, okay, I'm going to get on some more kidney formulas. I'm going to take the Chanca-Piedra. I've been doing that, and just, you know, just trying to be mindful of like, oh, okay, I'm going to eat some nuts, but I'm not going to eat the whole bag. I'll eat the whole bag in like 4 sittings now. So that's like, because I'm remembering, no, you don't want those kidneys to get coated, because everything's just, you're gonna be coated with mucus up here again. You're gonna be head to toe coated again. So that's, I don't know, that's what I would say. But
that's what I wanted to say, was like, if you use the fats, even the proteins, actually, like the legumes, like yesterday you saw I made that hummus.
Oh my gosh,
sprouted chickpeas.
I had a little bit. Oh my gosh.
Like, I feel like that's an important point to say, that only having a little bit, not too much. Rebuild with a little bit. But when we stuff ourselves too, people are so worried about protein, they think they need so much protein and so much fat, and then it just bogs you down again and get congested again. But if you have a little bit, then your body could use that efficiently. And then if you take some time to let your body use it, that's why I think intermittent fasting is really key when you're building, to give your body that time to rebuild and strengthen, as opposed to like constantly filling your body with stuff, you know. So not too much of the builders, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I think a lot of you guys have a very good understanding of this, and you don't want to learn the same lesson over, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, and so when we notice when we eat too, we're like, oh, this is, it's just so funny when you're like, oh wow, I used to eat like the whole bag of this, or I used to eat like, dang, I was used to try to get like this many grams of protein a day, and it's like that was my main problem actually. So now I'm like trying to do the opposite, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I enjoyed that hummus, and so I probably won't have it for like weeks again, you know. Just have it like once in a while, kind of thing.
That's growth, you know. And then
I feel like a few years on this journey, we're really in tune now. Like, we know what our bodies want, and we know what will make us not feel good. Even sometimes we might still eat it anyway. Yeah. But we're just so much more in tune, being on this lifestyle for a few years now. Yeah. What were you gonna say, bro?
No, I don't know, man. No, it's just amazing, because we at some point, if it's hard for you guys to be disciplined and eat this certain way and all that, at some point, like, it's just gonna be like, you're just gonna, like, even more of your being is gonna want it, you know, because my being has wanted it, but there's a lot of dark parts that was like, I just didn't have that much self-control. But now it's like, the longer I go, it's like, I'm like, if I have a little bit of, you know, something I shouldn't, it's okay. It's like, it's not like I'm still like, it's still the complete opposite of how I used to be. I'm still eating fruit for breakfast, fruit for lunch, you know, maybe some fruit for snacks, and then a heavier thing at night, and with lots of vegetables. So even if I'm having something that's a little mucus forming, you know, it's okay. At a certain point, it can be okay, and I'm kind of at that point. But at the same time, we don't want to get to that point where we have to go back again, and we go too. So
back again to what?
Back again, like, we don't want to. It's a fine line, you know, so we have to
back
go
to like old ways.
Yeah, we have to go with, well, just the whole health thing. It's like the health and the you know, diseased state. It's a line, you know, and so we have to be able to understand where that line is for us, and how far ahead or close to the line, however way we're looking at that, we are, you know, because that's the key, is we have to tune in with ourselves, and all, you know, it's important to get help and guidance. Get a counselor if you can, even for a couple sessions. It's like the best money you can ever spend.
Yeah.
So
I paid John Rose to guide me on my juice feast. I probably wouldn't have done it on my own, you know.
Right.
And then he guided me on the break of the fast too, which is really important.
Yeah.
So having that support is key, and knowing what's best for you. So don't get too caught up on like what everyone else is doing and the rules. That there's so many conflicting rules in this community and in this lifestyle, you know.
Yeah, it's always like, I always try to tell everyone, always think for yourself, even with certain people like Dr. Morse, who I align with in the highest ways, like, and whoever, Dan McDonald, any of them, there's always don't ever go 100% with something someone says. Like, take the things that you like, But you know, don't just be, you know, always think for yourself. That's what I urge all of you guys.
But learn from all of them.
Yes.
They all have their own
Oh,
unique experience.
They have great.
So learn from everyone. You know, that's what John Rose was telling me. Just keep learning from everyone. Yeah.
Well, it's getting dark, right?
Yeah, it's getting dark. Keep it short and sweet.
Anything
or should
else?
We do our usual 30.
No. Let's just try to keep it manageable so people can watch it. Anything else? I think I'm set. But anything else you wanted to?
I'm good.
Throw
I just want to end about that recommendation to really tune into yourself. What's best for you. That's what it's all about. Getting more in tune with nature, and your body is just a part of nature.
And also, just make sure you take extra care and make extra time to get some rest while you're rebuilding.
Yes.
Especially like
key.
don't be listening all, like don't let it go on and on for hours or like days where your body's saying, I'm tired, let me rest. Don't. When I hear that, I try to beeline for a place in the grass that's far away from traffic and close to fresh air, and you know, I just try to go and just get some rest, because I know if you don't have rest in the healing journey, it ain't gonna really happen. And if it does happen, it's not gonna be pretty. It's not gonna be a fun ride. It's just gonna take a lot of time.
I'm so happy you mentioned that, because I think that's so important. Because when you're resting, that's when your body's rebuilding. That's when your body's healing. That's when your body is doing what it's got to do to become that best state, you know, possible. So you have to rest. If you're not resting, your body's not going to do the potential work that it can, you know. I'm glad you mentioned that.
For sure. Wow, this is so fun, man. I love this guy.
I love you too, man.
And I love all you guys.
My life regularly. We only see each other in Florida lately.
It's gonna
during
change.
Dr. Robert
It's
Morse's
gonna change.
course. Level 1 in April and level 2 right now, October.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna see each other more, man. Woodstock Fruit Festival. And
UK. I'm down to go to UK.
I am as well.
Just I want to go with people, though. I don't want to go by.
This summer.
Sick of going by myself to places. So.
Yeah, man. All right.
Anywho.
Much love to you guys.
Keep it going.
Yeah, keep it going.
Yeah.
Don't lose faith.
Peace.
Namaskaram.